Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We have finally made it live.
Don't be confused. It is Wednesday. Normally you see us on Monday. We know that this might be confusing, but yes, it is Wednesday at 6:30.
Yes, we had some technical difficulties on Monday. We tried literally everything. We went in and out of StreamYard. We tried to get on Facebook, and there was some sort of problem with Facebook where we couldn't go live. But hey, we are here now.
Here we are. We're here. We're ready. We're excited to talk to you guys, answer questions on recovery. Excited for I don't know if anybody is in the Georgia region, but it was freaking freezing today. Was it cold in Florida?
Yes, it was. It just all of a sudden got cold. I woke up this morning and it was like not freezing, but to me, to my Floridian, but it was
Mhm.
freezing.
Yeah, it was so cold here. I was like, I wore a sweatshirt all day long, put the heat on. Yes.
Hey, Crystal. Crystal's back. She made it.
Yay, you made it. So glad that you are here. It was funny. Somebody messaged me and asked me, like, because I had put like a reel up from like it was probably, golly, it must have been from 6 months ago. Sometimes you like regurgitate like content. So
Yes.
I put like a reel up where I was like yelling at somebody about something. And the person's like, "Are you okay? You seem like really out of character today." I'm like, "Oh, this was like 6 months old. Clearly, I was pissed off. Somebody made me mad, and so."
Yes, I do that sometimes too. Like, I feel like sometimes it just needs to be put out there again because it was a really important message.
Right. Yes, exactly. Hmm.
Crystal says it's cold in North Carolina. What part of North Carolina do you live, Crystal? April is here.
Hi, April.
Lori is here. Hey, Lori, how are you tonight?
Okay, this is cool. I can see the comments. They're coming up. That's awesome.
Can you
I'm
see
on my
them when I click on
Yeah.
them, or can you see them like
Oh,
on the side?
I can only see. I guess you must be clicking on them. Did you just click on Lori?
Yes, I'm clicking on
Yeah.
them so
Okay.
you can see them.
Yes. Then that's all. Then that's all I can see. Yeah, on the phone. We need a new computer.
Is
My
that what
life.
it is?
I don't know if it's the computer or the microphone. I think I may have dropped the microphone the other day.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I might have maybe, but it's not working now. So yeah. So and I don't know. We're trying to plug it in. It wasn't working. So I don't know what's
Right.
going on. So
Yeah,
I
it
think we
kept
just have to
going on
get
and
it.
off. Yep.
Yeah. I think we just need another one. So Kinston, North Carolina. Is that Crystal, is that like in the mountains in North Carolina?
Steve's mom lives in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Is that mountains?
That's a
Have
good
you been there?
question. Yeah, we've been there. It's like a college town close to Raleigh, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. It was many years ago. I can't remember if there were mountains
Okay.
there.
Okay. Well, I just want to say that it better be like warmer than here when I come in January because yeah, last year we went to Orlando and it was like just as cold.
Yeah.
Like here it was in Orlando. I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I think Georgia and Florida are very similar in the weather, but it does get colder up there for longer than it does down here. Usually in January, it's like pretty comfortable weather.
Yeah, it's freezing here in January. But for some reason it's like already cold now. I feel like we just went from like summer to winter, just bam, like
Overnight.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Oh, thank you, Lori. Candace. Hey, Candace. Let me go through and say hi to everybody real quick. Hi, Ashley. Lourdes. I love that name. Yeah, Crystal says mountains by Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay.
Yeah, Janice. Hey, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
Geraldine
New
here
York
from
City. What?
I love the way you said that because I always hear it the same way in my head.
That's why you're my like soul sister. Oh my goodness.
Okay, Victoria from Canada. Sorry to say, but it's still hot out here. Oh, that's nice.
What? It's still hot in Canada? That is so weird.
Okay, Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Hi,
Chris
Jackie.
from
Chris from
Canada.
Okay, Chris, is it hot where you are too? I want to know.
Oh, we got a couple people from Canada. Jackie is from British Columbia, BC, right?
Okay, yep. Kelowna. Cool. I went through Georgia. It was Mormons. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, I love this. I count my days in Suboxone as clean. It's what has helped me. Why can't others see it as me doing my best? Can we just talk about the definition of recovery? Let's do
Yes.
this. I'm gonna look it up on my phone real quick.
Let's do it.
I love this.
There is an actual definition for recovery, and it doesn't mention a path, just so you know.
Yeah. Definition of.
I just learned this a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact.
Let's see. Okay, here's one thing. A noun, a return to a normal state of health, mind, or strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The action or process of regaining possession or control of something stolen or lost.
Yep.
Okay. Let's look at what SAMHSA says, because those are supposed to be the experts, right?
There you go. I learned it a few weeks ago with my new job. Did you get it?
Yes. Okay. So a process of change through which individuals improve their health and wellness, live a self-directed life, and strive to reach their full potential. Unless they're on Suboxone.
Right.
Right. Unless they use harm reduction.
Right.
No, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. A process of change. It doesn't say what process. A process. A process through which individuals improve their health and wellness. Okay, so that means getting healthier, mind, body, soul, spirit, right? Live a self-directed life. Wait a second, self-directed life. Hold on. What is that? What does that mean? Self-directed. That means that you choose your direction yourself, right? And strive to reach their full potential. Wow. That's pretty full. Here's another cool thing. 10 fundamental components of mental health recovery include the following principles. Self-direction is number 1. Individuals determine their own path of recovery with autonomy, independence, and control of their resources. Wow, so the number 1, the first principle is self-direction. That is amazing. That's surprising when everybody says, no, that's wrong. You're doing it wrong. That's shocking to me. Individualized and person-centered. Oh, you mean we're people first? We're human beings. Oh my goodness. We're human beings. There are multiple pathways to recovery based on an individual's unique strengths, as well as his or her needs, preferences, experiences, and cultural background. So that's the second principle of of recovery, according to SAMHSA, and they write it, right? They're the experts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that's where all the money comes from anyway, isn't it? All the
Yes,
grants.
it is.
So they're pretty much the law writers, the makers, the
Mm-hmm.
10 fundamental components of recovery. Empowerment. Wow.
I love
Empowerment.
that. Mm-hmm.
Consumers have the authority to participate in all decisions. Hold on a second. Consumers have the authority to participate in all decisions that will affect their lives, and they are educated and supported in this process.
I love that.
That's mind-blowing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, wow. So you have the authority to participate in all your decisions that affect your life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's self-directed. That has to do with being self-directed, right? And individualized and person-centered. I could look. I can go on forever today. No, this is really cool though. I really like this. I think I'm going to bring this with me.
Yeah, I think that's good information. Seriously, that's great
Yeah,
information.
yeah, it really is. I love the next one is holistic, right? So it's individual's whole life, including mind, body, spirit, and community. Recovery embraces all aspects of life, including housing, social networks, employment, education, mental health, and healthcare treatment, and family supports. Mm.
Yes. He
Oh, okay,
says,
okay. Go ahead.
unless, hey, you made me laugh. And yes, I have changed, got stability. I feel healthier and working. So I guess that's a yes. Thanks you heaps for understanding. Yes, Jane.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah.
um,
Keep
go
reading them. I want to hear the rest of them.
ahead. Okay. Non-linear.
Mm.
Recovery is not a step-by-step process, but one based on continual growth, occasional setbacks, and learning from experience. It is not a step-by-step process, but it is based on continual growth with an occasional setback. And they're not talking about relapse when they say
Mm-hmm.
occasional setback. They just mean, setback, you lost your job, or you cussed
Mm-hmm.
somebody out when you weren't supposed to, or, or maybe it does mean, it could mean you picked up when you shouldn't have, right? But you learned, and learning from experience. So you're
Mm-hmm.
learning as you go, right? Going back
Right.
to that human being part, that human being. Yeah. um, this is great. Strengths based is the next one.
I love that.
So recovery focuses on valuing and building on the multiple capacities, resiliencies, talent, coping abilities, and inherent worth of individuals. The process of recovery moves forward through interaction with others in supportive, trust-based relationships.
Hmm.
So it focuses on valuing and building on the multiple capacities, resiliencies, talents, coping abilities, and inherent worth of individuals. Inherent worth. Tell me about that. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know what the word inherent means, but but I do know what individual worth is, and that is that I love myself and know who I am today, and nobody can tell me otherwise because I know.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is very empowering. This is
Yeah.
very empowering. April, I am reading from the SAMHSA website. um, so the next one is peer support. Mutual support plays an invaluable role in recovery. Consumers encourage and engage others in recovery and provide each other with a sense of belonging. That's cool. Kind of like
Yes.
when I say like I'm gonna go to a meeting, I say like I'm gonna go see my friends. It's like,
Right.
you know, like belong, find a place where I belong. You know, I think it's good too because I feel like, you know, when I came into recovery, like, you know how like your whole family like out you. I don't know if they did to you,
Yes.
but I did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So basically, I was like an orphan, right?
Hmm.
And when I came into sober living, I felt like I was coming into an orphanage. Like all of these other people who were orphaned too by like their families.
Yeah, I felt the same way in jail. Like I finally found somewhere I belong in jail.
Yeah. That's, you don't belong in jail. Oh my goodness. But yes, I get it. I get it. um Man, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Finding your sense of belonging in jail. Wow.
Hmm. Yeah, for the first time in my life, there were people there that understood who I was and didn't judge me, for the most part anyways.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's like a whole sermon. You need to write that down and do like a whole talk, like a whole like 30-minute talk on that.
Yeah.
That's powerful. um Respect. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think they messed up on this one. I don't think they meant to put this in here. I think that this is a typo. It says eliminating discrimination and stigma are crucial in achieving recovery.
Yes.
Self-acceptance and regaining belief in oneself are particularly vital.
So
Mm.
true.
Eliminating discrimination and stigma are crucial in achieving recovery. And we're talking about in ourself, right?
Mhm.
Like in ourself, like we have to not discriminate against ourself and stigmatize ourself.
Yeah.
That's not me. That was like when I was sick. When you're
Mhm.
sick, you might run a fever, you might have chills, you might throw up, you might pee yourself, right? You might have uncontrollable diarrhea if you're sick, right? If you have some kind of like illness, right? Like that's not you. That's
Mhm.
your sickness affecting your body,
Yeah.
affecting your behaviors, right?
Yeah, that was one of the best things I ever did for myself was to finally like give myself a break because the person that I was in addiction is not the person that I am today. And to be proud of who I am today, like the stigma that goes along with me in recovery. Like I'm still not good enough because of my history. Like getting rid of that has been a journey for me all in itself.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. I mean, it is. Have you ever like done this test? I don't know if I'm the only one. Like, I was going to talk to people about my tummy tuck, and the first doctor I told I was in recovery, and he wanted to give me some kind of like long acting nerve shot, and was all concerned and treated me just like a certain way.
Mhm.
And then the second one, I told I was in recovery. I talked to like five doctors. The second one I told I was in recovery, and they were like, okay, but they were wanting to know my story. They wanted to know all these things. And then the third one, I didn't tell I was in recovery. And they were just like,
Mhm.
okay, here you go. Here's the paperwork, sign.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was such a different uh atmosphere, right?
Mhm.
Judgment free. Like, damn, is this what it's like to be normal?
Right.
Cool.
I still can't go to the hospitals in my area without them, like, judging me right off the bat. As soon as they figure out who I am and they see my past medical history of the times that I called 911 on myself because I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Now they always look at me like that, and it doesn't matter. The stigma is there, like, especially with doctors, and I hope that one day that
Mhm.
we can change that, but I haven't seen any changes in that area.
One time I went to the dentist, and I used to go to this dental college. I got all my work done at this dental college. And this one dental student that I had, he did something and my blood came out on him and he about freaked out. They had to do like all these tests on me. They wouldn't do any more procedures on me till they got the test back. Like oh my goodness. It was crazy. Yeah, I was like, really, I'm fine, I promise.
Yes, because that's how they treat us, like we're contaminated
Yes.
and we're the walking dead.
Yes. The last two are responsibility and hope. So responsibility, consumers have a personal responsibility for their own self-care and journey of recovery. Consumers identify coping strategies and healing processes to promote their own wellness.
I love that.
Yep. So they identify coping strategies and healing processes. Not only this one way, but many healing processes, and whichever one heals with them, that's what they do. Hope is the catalyst of the recovery process and provides the essential and motivating message of a positive future. Peers, families, friends, providers, and others can help foster that care and hope.
I agree. And I think mostly it comes from peers, which is why it's so important for everybody with all of their different paths and all of the things they've been through on their journey share about that, because somebody out there is going to relate to that one person.
Absolutely. Why we do what we do.
So tell us what the name of that is again. So I want to find it and print it.
The 10 fundamental components of recovery, and I got it on the.
Got it.
Okay. It's namitm.org. It's the NAMI, NAMI, you know?
That's where I work.
Okay. Hey, there you go. It's your paperwork. No wonder you like it so much.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And it's through it. I got it from the,
Yes,
NAMI,
I found it. That's so
Thurston
cool.
Mason.
Yes. That's where I work at. That's the nonprofit I work for. That's crazy.
Well,
it's meant to be.
I'm telling you, they know what they're talking about. It's amazing.
Yeah. And how recovery and mental health are very similar in the ways that we deal with it as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have a comment from Brunine. I'm thinking Brunine. How do I help my husband stay sober from alcohol? Well, tell me this real quick. Is he already sober from alcohol, or are you trying to get him sober from alcohol? And if anybody has any questions or comments or things they would like to discuss, just go ahead and drop them in the comments.
And I had a girl who was asking me about, so she is on methadone and she is about to have a C-section. And she wanted to hear from any women who had C-sections on methadone, like, can you, like, because she said something like you can't feel the pain medicine, I guess, because you're on methadone or something. Like, what does that look like for her to have a C-section on methadone? So if anybody has any feedback on that, please let us know so I can pass the message along.
No, I'm pretty sure that they still give her pain medicine, but it's not going to work like it would if she wasn't on methadone. I was on methadone for years. I didn't have a C-section or any surgical procedures, but there were a lot of pregnant women that used to come in and out of there and deliver their babies because that's what they did. You know, if somebody was pregnant and opiate addicted, they would put them on methadone for the duration of their pregnancy. And I don't know. I could tell you I tried doing pain pills when I was on methadone. It did not work. But as far as pain goes, maybe it might have helped the pain though, you know?
Right. Yeah, like, I mean, I can't imagine that they're going to put them on methadone and then they're going to feel their whole birth, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. If she gets an epidural, she'll be fine. That's different.
Okay. I'll let her know that.
Okay, so her name is Bree N, silent E. Okay. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay, hold on. Anna says, we'll come right back to that. Okay, Anna says not true. She needs to tell the doctors that she's on methadone and they'll give her a different dose of pain medication.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so he has been sober for over a year, but he begs for it and often. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that.
Well, you are also their spouse, right? So they're going to be more. I can't tell you how many times, like, I'll say stuff to Adam, like, oh, I just, I have like a bad day, like, oh, I just want to like smoke some weed, like, and he knows that I don't smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for me to even say that, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he's just like, maybe he's begging you for it but he knows that you're going to say no, right? Like,
Yeah, or maybe you could just ask him when he really wants to drink, well, what's going on? Why do you want to drink? Because maybe he
like,
just needs to talk.
yeah, like, are you like, do you really mean this, or are you just saying it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because sometimes we say things to our spouse, it's like, okay, this is like a weird example, but if I give somebody a deep tissue massage and like their spouse isn't there, they grunt it out, right? But if their spouse is there, then they're like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like, they're so much more vocal and like whiny, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a situation like that,
Wait, can I
where
just ask you, do people actually watch their spouse get a deep tissue massage?
no, they do like couples massages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See,
But
that
I mean,
person's insecure.
yeah, no, no. I mean, I wouldn't care if they wanted to, but
Well, that's cool though. So you do deep tissue massage.
yes, like I do like all in elbows, like, yeah.
You'll have to show me some stuff because I bought a deep tissue massage gun thing. You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I can definitely show you some things. Put a hurting on your husband.
Yes, that would be awesome.
You're in trouble,
Okay.
Steven.
Okay. My son has been in rehab 3 times. He is currently in. I'm trying to learn how to handle when he gets out. Well, I have a couple questions for that too. When he gets out, is he going to come live with you, or or is he going to find his own way? Because I think that makes a difference on how you handle it.
Also, Al-Anon, Nar-Anon, somebody just dropped a website on one of my posts that was like a family support group, like online. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because we got to know boundaries, right? Not being easily manipulated.
Hmm.
Yeah, where's your mom at, Sonya? She's the
I know, right?
let me
Yes,
see if I can find this.
he's living with her when he gets out.
Okay, let me see here if I can bring up the hold on this website here. Oh wait, I think it's on my other profile. But it was like some family support group. It's supposed to be really good. They meet online. Gosh, I have so much stuff on here. You think I was like a content creator? There's so many posts.
I can never keep up with my notifications. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, I think I'm getting close.
But I think what Jamie's getting to, though, and hopefully she can find the page, but just having people that are going through your situation or been through your situation to connect with to help you through it is really, really helpful.
It is the Favor Upstate Family Support Group.
Nice.
It's a Zoom meeting on Thursday nights at 6.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful. just to hear from some other people that have that experience and to
Yes.
have community, right? We all need community.
Yes. I'm going to screenshot that so I have it for next time so I know. Yeah, if you want the meeting ID and passcode, just let me know and I will drop it for you.
So going back to the last comment, Bernine, I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce it right. I hope I did it right. Anyways, she said that he made Thanksgiving last Thanksgiving highly uncomfortable because he couldn't drink. And in support of him, she's gotten sober also. So I think that's great that you've gotten sober also. But I could tell you that if I was not drinking, well, I am, but anyways, and my husband was drinking, that would make me want to drink. You know what I mean? So I think it's great that you're not drinking because having it in the house or around me or anything would be super hard.
Right. Yeah. So that's awesome that you're not doing that to help him, but also like don't let him bully you about it. You know what I mean? Like he sounds like he needs to find some people in his network to go to about this instead of you.
Yep. Exactly. That's a good point. Okay. Abigail says she has a neighbor who's an alcoholic and keeps asking her to take her to the liquor store. How can I help her and redirect her because she's supposed to be staying clean so she can get her kids back and she's struggling? Damn, that sucks. That's hard for me because to hear because I went through that struggle and I mean, I've been in her shoes actually because for the first several months of my case plan, like I wasn't ready. It's not that I didn't want to stop, but I didn't know how to stop and I just ran from it, you know. I wasn't thinking that I could get away with it, but I didn't have any coping skills. So the only thing I knew to do was run and use, and that's what I did. But eventually, you know, life caught up with me and I got arrested and then I started working on my case plan. But, you know, I don't think that's a good idea. Jim says offer to take her to a meeting instead of the liquor store. That's a real good idea. And I'm going to tell you what, if you keep offering to take her to a meeting instead of the liquor store, either A, she's going to stop asking you, or B, she might actually take you up on that offer. That's a great idea,
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, I would kind of just, I really can't. I'm really busy right now. I mean, because you don't want to have your hand in the place of her not getting her kids back. Also, I would hate to,
Right.
you know, plus it's like you don't want to keep going to the store and you're especially if you're not even getting drunk. What
Right.
you want to go to the store for is like, to like it's really just causing harm. It's not even mutually beneficial. It's just I mean, I would just kind of make some different excuses. I mean, I would do the meeting thing for sure, but after, if she's not, then
Yeah.
you're busy, you have to wash your floors, you're in the middle of laundry, you're really sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just tell her, no, I will not take you because I'm not going to contribute to your destroying yourself.
Or you could do that. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, it sounds like you want to be like a friend to her. So maybe, trying to talk to her about it, like, hey, I'm really concerned about this, like I really don't I really want you to get your kids back. I really want you to be the mom that I know that you really want to be, try to encourage her, that mom inside of her that really truly does want to be a mom that's just sick,
Right. Yeah, exactly. All right. We got to get April and Crystal connected somehow.
Uh, hmm. Can't they do like a private chat or something?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe hit like the chat button and they can do a private chat, maybe.
I don't know. We're still new to this whole StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Christina, I'm 6 months sober now. I don't really know how to help my husband to stay clean. He will get clean for a few weeks, and after a few weeks, he starts drinking and using again. What would you do to help? He just told me he is close to going back to IV use again.
Ooh, dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Gotta definitely have your priorities where they have to be,
Right.
Christina, because man, I mean, if you don't stay sober, then you're both screwed.
Yeah.
Really. Sounds like.
Yeah, good point. Me and my husband have what we call a contingency plan, and they're non-negotiables that we agreed on when we first moved in together. And that is that if one of us uses, the other one has to go until they can get better, whether that be going to detox or a halfway house or a treatment center. They just have to go, and for us, we have kids at home, so it's to protect our kids. But, and the other things that we have is like no violence, like no cheating, those are like our non-negotiables. And if something happens,
Mhm.
they have to go, because we've been in those situations before. And I can tell you, we kept each other sick for a very, very long time. And
Yes,
two people who are not recovering are not going to get each other clean. So one of you
exactly.
has to keep it together, and if he's not able to keep it together, then just like Jamie said, I mean, you got to choose yourself to stay clean until he can come back around.
Mm-hmm. Just keep praying for him.
Mm-hmm.
Be the example. Work
That's
on
right.
yourself. Do whatever your process is, whatever your healing process is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anna says the person has to be willing. You can only lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. That is true.
Yeah, I know. Wish we could, because we'd have everybody drinking that water.
Right? We would have solved the problem of addiction by now.
Yeah, for sure. Mm.
Okay, Crystal. April is going to write your name down and send you a request through Facebook Messenger. Ask her to try one meeting and let her meet other women in recovery. Yeah, that's what saved my life.
Yep.
All right. Katie says, I've dealt with this too with my man, and I had to separate for a bit. He's doing well now and working on our relationships and ourselves from a distance. Yes. I'm so proud of you for that. That's what Steve and I had to do too.
Yes, Katie, your new profile picture is so pretty, by the way. I
Yeah.
tried to comment on it, it wouldn't let me.
Yeah. That's exactly what Steve and I did. We had to separate, and then we got back together and we moved in together when we had a little bit less than a year clean.
That's good. So you took like quite a bit of time on
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, because we were actually like separated before we got clean. In the end of our addiction, we had just, what happened is he got arrested and went to jail and rehab and the hospital and all these things. And he kind of went over this way, and I was still in my addiction. So, I was doing my own thing. And then when it was like God, it was really God, because when he got clean, I got clean at the same time, and he got out of treatment at the same time I was in treatment. And then we came back together, but we worked on ourselves at different halfway houses. And then we finally got back together. So it was really like a God thing.
Mm. Yeah, it's so hard to like keep that time away from each other, like because it's so distracting. Like you want to be there and you want to be at that point so bad where you're back like living together and functioning as a family and like all that stuff, but I mean, you have got to get that foundation solid. You've got to get the foundation solid. What's that song? If the bones are good, right? That song, if the bones are good.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you know that the country song, if the bones
No.
are good. Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me look up the lyrics now. Hold on, it's some famous lady. Let's see, it's always on the radio. It's Maren Morris.
I'll have to look it up when we get off.
Okay. Yes, I don't want to play it because I don't know if it's gonna like copyright us or something.
Oh, true.
Let's see. Yeah, it says, when the bones are good, the rest don't matter. The paint could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it break because you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, any storm
Yes.
we're facing will blow right over. So it's talking about
Mm-hmm.
having a firm foundation in your house, so in your
So true.
recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's so true. Okay, April has a question. She says, "Ladies, is it a bad it it's a bad parent if a parent finally has done everything and tells their 39-year-old no communication until they're in recovery?" I wouldn't call that a bad parent. I mean, what is a bad parent anyways, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I can imagine how hard it is for that parent to even say that to their
Right.
child, like, but it's that, some parents, tough, everybody's different. So sometimes we need that tough love, you
Right.
know. I needed my grandma to be like, nope, you can't stay here. Sorry, no room. Like, what? Grandma?
But
you
you have
know?
5 bedrooms and only 3 are full.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, takes what it takes.
Yeah, my mom did the same thing to me where she cut me off before I went to jail and then when I went to jail when I first got there. But that's a really hard thing to say whether somebody's a good parent or not a good parent because I have a really good friend of mine that passed away from an overdose and her mother would tell you different. She would tell you that you love them while you have them, and that doesn't mean enabling them, but I mean, you could put up boundaries and still love them. But it's
Right.
really to each their own.
Yeah, I mean, because then you have the parents who give, and you gave your kid $100 so they would shut up and stop, yelling at you, and then they went out and died, overdosed and died. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Is that a bad parent? I
Yeah.
mean, depends how you look at it.
Yeah, I think what it really comes down to is that a parent who loves their child who's in active addiction does the best they can with what they have, you know? So I don't think that's a bad thing no matter what they choose, whether it's tough love or boundaries or whatever. I mean, they do what they feel is
Hmm.
the right thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Jill, hey girl. That's my friend Jill. She says, no,
Hi,
it's not a bad.
Jill.
She said it ended up working for her. She's thankful that her mom had to do the same thing. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough love is hard.
Yeah, it is. It is hard. I mean, I have my 18-year-old son, and he's going through, some addiction stuff. And, he was calling me and asking me for money. And finally I was just like, no, like, I don't have any money to give you. Like, I just, I had to pay my bills, and, I can't, no, like, I can't give you money. I don't care if it's for dang Delta 8 at the gas station. Like, no, you can't have
Right.
it. Don't
My
have $20 for you.
right. Yeah, my philosophy on the whole thing is like if you have a child that's sick in their addiction, like my thinking or a family member, buy them food if they want food, not give them money to get food, but get them a meal, feed them if they're hungry. If they need a shower, let them take a shower, but
Hmm.
I would say, just in my own opinion, to not let them stay with you at your house so that you're giving them a soft place to land. Because when I was in my addiction and I was at my mom's house, it really enabled me to keep using and it gave me a safe place to do it at. Which, I mean, on one hand, like a safe place to do it at, but I also like OD'd in her bathroom like a couple times, so but and
Right.
and I think the other thing too is like just telling them like I'm here when you're ready and having the resources ready when their day comes and they're ready to get some help.
Yes, like, it's such a hard line to love people where they're at and have hard boundaries.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Tracy says, hubby and I have been sober from opiates and meth and grog for 5 years. I don't even know what that is. See?
Oh my goodness. New drugs you never know about.
I know. We run a dance company here in Sydney. The stress of that, we both relapsed for a week on grog a month ago for a week. He got locked up for 4 months, kicking myself for drinking, and I know where it leads. I'm lucky to have the support from my pastor who's seen me in active addiction and the Wayside Chapel in Sydney. You guys have been inspirational to me. check out Wayside Chapel Kings. Cross out. They are amazing. They help the homeless. Oh,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, I'm so glad you have that support network. And you know what? Like, I'm proud of you for getting back up and connecting with your church and to continue moving forward. You know what?
Hmm.
And it only happened for like a couple of weeks. And then God intervened in your life and said, no, no, we're not going
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Sometimes that intervening hurts. Yeah.
Right. But it's what we need at the same time, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Abigail says tough love is harder than enabling them because as a parent, you usually want the best for them. And that means giving them the things that you didn't have. Yes. Yeah, my mom shares that. I did a YouTube with my mom a couple months ago now. I'm actually going to bring her on live with me here soon so that we could
Oh,
just talk about
yay.
it. Yeah, I'm excited. But that's one thing she shared, like as in her role as a parent when I was in my addiction, it was easier to just give me the money because I would manipulate and I would fight and I would say nasty
Hmm.
things and I was a horrible, mean person in my addiction. So it was easier for her to just say, have the $20 and get out of my hair,
Right.
but tough love is harder. And she felt like in her soul, like she was doing the wrong thing, even though she knew it was the right thing, so
Hmm.
it's harder to do that. You're absolutely right, Abigail.
Oh yeah. I mean, I used to say terrible things to my mom, like, "Oh, you want me to go on the corner and suck it
Right?
instead of you giving me
Same.
money?" Like, I'm surprised she'd just slap me straight in the face.
I know.
You
Yeah.
know, like, oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said that same exact thing to my mom. She'd tell you all about
Awful. Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Crystal, I don't know if you have Facebook, but find Jamie and I both on Facebook. Send us a friend request. I'll look for your mine's Sonya Johnson and hers is Jamie Tall. Hey, thank you, legend. I wish I could see who it is, but
I know, I know. StreamYard's so weird.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I guess we're getting ready to wrap up. We're going to come back again on Monday night from your page. Why don't you tell them where to
Yeah.
find you at on all your different socials?
So it's Jamie Tall on everything. So it's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I have like two Jamie Talls on Facebook. You can follow both of them. But yes, definitely please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm
Yes.
so excited. I'm so excited. So yes, there, and then here you should put your, we need to figure out, because I know there's like a banner thing or something. We need to do some
Yes.
work on it. So
Yes, we do.
you can put your banner up so they know where to find Hope Shot on YouTube.
It's now Hope Shot Recovery. I changed the name because there's
Yes,
there's other like the Hope Shot and I don't want to compete with that. So I changed the name to Hope Shot Recovery. And actually when I was on the Hope Shot, Justin has the banner that goes around it and like a whole intro and outro. Like we got to figure
yes.
out how to do that.
I know. We have got to figure out how to do that. We might have to do when I get there.
Yes.
Hopefully we can figure it out before then, but if
Yeah.
not, we'll definitely figure it out when we get there.
Right.
When we get there, sure.
Oh, wait, fun fact. Grog is alcohol. See, she's in
Ah,
Sydney, so they call it like booze here.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now I know.
Yes, Crystal, it's the way that you spelled it is correct. Did you find me on Facebook, Crystal? All right. I'm pretty sure I feel like I recognize your name from Facebook too, but I'm
Yeah,
friends with Jamie on Facebook. So you can find
right.
Jamie and like we're tagged a lot of times on our pages. So you could
Mhm.
find her that way too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great night. We're coming back again on Monday from Jamie's page at 7 p.m. and we will see you then.
And we will see you then. Bye.